So in today's video, I'm going to show 3 different ways to do galaxy nails. First thing is we're going to paint the nails black. So I'm just using ASB black. And then we'll cure them in the lamp. So on this nail, I've only done 1 coat of black because we're going to be covering it up. So what you want to do is take the inhibition layer off, that tacky layer, and I use like these little shop towels you can get at automotive places. You can get them at Dollar General. They're lint-free and much cheaper than buying lint-free wipes off of nail sites or Amazon. You can buy a whole roll of these and cut them into little squares and use them, and they're the same, lint-free. So you take a little alcohol and wipe off that sticky layer, which is kind of funny because we're going to add a sticky layer. You'll see here in a minute. Okay. You can see how that just went really matte. Okay. So now we're going to be using foil for this design. So here's like a pink purple color, and then I have this blue, and then this purple. Those are the 3 colors I've chosen. You can choose whatever colors of foil you'd like. I don't know if you've ever worked with foil or not, but to work with foil you need a foil transfer base. So I'm using Young Nails foil transfer base, or foil glue some people call it. You can buy all different brands of foil transfer base or foil glue. You just paint a layer on. Now it is a glue, so it's going to get really sticky, and you want it to do that. So you want it to dry just for a few seconds. And it doesn't matter that we didn't paint 2 coats of black on here, because you're not going to even see the black. And really, I only paint this black base down just in case there's little bits that you might see, but in general it's pretty much covered when we're done. Alright, so when you work with foil and you go to lay it down, I want it to just, you can take foil and you can cover the whole nail if you wanted, but for this design what we want splotches of foil. And so it's this side, the silver side, is what goes on the tacky layer, so that the shiny side is up. So you just kind of touch it and see how it leaves that foil behind. Just touch it in different places. And then you want to do that with all of your different colors. And you got to kind of work a little bit quickly with this, because that glue, once it dries, then your foil won't stick. And you'll have to put more glue down. We don't want to have to do that. So you work kind of quickly with this. You just put it down and pick it up. My tip's coming up. Let's see how we got this look right now. Make sure you cover the whole nail. There we go. now we've got this kind of galaxy look already. You can set these aside. So now I'm going to take some white. And I have a little dish here. I'm going to lay some white down, and it won't take much. This is canny. I love canny colors. And then I'm going to take a dotting tool, which is my dotting tool here, and I'm just going to create a few little dots, like there, maybe there. Let's do 2 right now. I'm going to take a really fine brush, a little fine liner brush. I'm just dragging that gel polish out to make my brush pointy. And I'll make these into little stars. Because you know we want our galaxy to have stars. So you just go from that center dot and pull it out each direction. To give us that like star effect. Our little twinkle stars. And you could do like, make it look like there's a planet back here. And then I'm just going to kind of blur that line so it just looks like there's something back there, like a little planet. And there's one nail design. Now I'm going to cure that. Now, while that's in the lamp, I'll bring these out. So I put 2 coats of black on this tip. And so for our second galaxy design, we're going to use what they call a chameleon cat eye. And so what that is this is a chameleon cat eye. You can see greens and purples in this. So it's shifty. So you just paint a layer of this down. On top of your black. See the purples and the greens is very subtle, but it's there. And then you take your magnet, and you can do like, you can use like the little circle and shift that cat eye over and do like that. Or you can do a traditional where you put the line in like that. But I tend to like, well, it depends on what design you're going for, but I kind of like the circle one for the galaxy nails. So that's what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to shift that over to the side, just like that. We're going to cure this in the lamp. And while that's curing, I'll bring this one back out. This was our foil design. And we're just going to top coat it. And what I have is a Young Nails glitter polish that is also, because it's a no wipe and one step polish, you can use these as a top coat because it has these blue glitters in it, but it's very translucent, so I like to use these as a top coat if I want glitter, like a glitter top. And you kind of got to be careful and do it kind of sparingly because you can see how much glitters there are. So that's, to me, that's a lot of glitter, and I don't want that much glitter, so I'm going to take some of that off. Some of the glitter off because I want these glitters to look more like stars in the background, but I want my design to be what's in the forefront. So if you use too much glitter, you won't be able to see any of that design. There we go. Now I'm going to cure this in the lamp. Okay, so this one is our chameleon cat eye that we were working on. Now, I'm going to do some more of those dots, so we can do some more of those stars. I think I'll do one down here and up here. And just like before, we take our liner brush and pull out from the center of that dot. You may be able to hear my dog whining in the background. And so I'm going to do the little planet over here. I'm going to make it kind of bigger than the last one. And I'm going to blur these edges out just a little bit so it's not as strong. And then I'm going to come back in and just highlight a little bit of this side. I'm going to cure this in the lamp. Okay, now this was our foil one. So now I'm going to go ahead and put an actual top coat on this because I took some of those stars off, you know, so that left spots that need a top coat. So we're just going to go ahead and top coat it. And it will bring all that design work out and all those stars. Beautiful. Okay, we'll cure this in the lamp. And this is the other one we were working on with the chameleon cat eye. And I want to add some stars to this one, just like the other one. This time, I don't want all them, so many stars, so I'm just going to dab some on like this. So I want them to be in the background. I want my design to be in the foreground here. And I don't want to cover up my planet. Now cure this in the lamp. Now this one is finished. I think it came out really pretty. It's very shiny, very galaxy. Now this is for our third design. This one I have painted 2 coats of black. And now it needs a no white top coat on top of that black. And no white top coat just means it won't have that sticky layer after it's cured. And how we're going to do this is we are going to use a Chameleon Chrome on this one. So very similar to the Chameleon Cat Eye, but we're going to use a chrome. There's a hair in that. I don't know if you can see that, but I can. I'm going to wipe that off. There. Much better. We'll go ahead and cure this in a lamp. Bring our other Galaxy nail out. And this one just needs a top coat. And that will bring all that design out and make those stars pop. Look at that. We'll cure this. Okay, so now we have this one with our new white top coat. And I'm going to use a little makeup sponge piece. So you just cut off a piece of the makeup sponge. You can use your eyeshadow applicator if you want. And just dip your sponge in there. This is another Chameleon Chrome. You can see the blues. It is blue, purple, red is what it says on it. So it'll have those colors. It'll be shifty. And actually I got this on Amazon, and this is actually a mica powder that they use in epoxy and stuff. And I thought, I wonder if that would work as chrome, and it sure does. And it's a lot cheaper than chrome and bigger containers. So you just put that on with your makeup sponge. See how nicely that goes on. Like I said, this was actually meant for epoxy, to color the epoxy, and it works as chrome on nails. And so you can see all the blues and the purples in this Chameleon Chrome. And as you can imagine, now that we have that, we're going to do it the same way. We're going to put little stars. We use our dotting tool for that. And our liner brush. I'm just knocking everything over, don't mind me. You can hear my dog snoring in the background. Okay. Can you hear this? Look at that. Very pretty. Okay, so now this one has been cured, and I'm thinking what I want to do with this is I'm going to use that glitter, but I'm going to make it kind of like the Milky Way, so it's really like heavy stars in a pattern. bring it down like that. And then I'm going to spread that out so it's not so noticeable that it's just a line. But like really heavy stars right there. Kind of like you see in some of the space videos where you can see the Milky Way. And it's just a big cluster of stars. I'm going to bring that down just like that. I'm going to cure this. Because hey, it's your galaxy. You can have whatever you want in your galaxy. So cure this out. Okay. So we have this cured out. Now all it needs is a top coat. You can put other things in there if you want. You can put a little spaceship in the background, like a little flying saucer. You can put another planet. You can put whatever you want in your galaxy. Now we're going to top coat this so that it brings all that out. The chrome, the little stars. And cure this in the lamp. And I almost always use a no wipe top coat because I really can't think of a single reason why you wouldn't. Okay, so we have this cured out, and now we have our 3 galaxy nails done 3 different ways. So this one was our foil, this one was our Camellia Cat Eye, and this was our Chameleon Chrome. And they all have different looks, but they're all galaxy. Like I said, you can put whatever you want in your galaxy. It kind of sounds like Bob Ross of nail art. Happy little trees. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you again in my next video.